Hi folks, welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. And that's your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi folks, welcome back. From the dailymail.com. This is great. This is awesome. White male marketing VP at North Carolina hospital wins $10 million reverse discrimination payout after he was replaced by two women, one of whom is black, as part of diversity and inclusion program. This is for you. Good for you. Good for you. It's about time these morons started paying for this woke equity nonsense. Don't let people fool you. Equality and equity are not the same. In fact, they're polar opposites. Equality of opportunity and equity are not the same. I repeat it. Equity means, like in this case, they got rid of somebody because of their race and or their gender, probably both in this case, and replaced them with one non-white person to diversify the marketing department or the hospital in general. I don't know. It doesn't matter. This is what happened in California. And as you see here, this is the proposition that was on the ballot in California that was recently shot down, and not by much, even in crazy land, California. They said no. What they're trying to do is get rid of the equality laws so they can discriminate against people they don't like. Let's read on. A white male marketing vice president from North Carolina has been awarded $10 million in reverse discrimination payout from the hospital, which fired him and replaced him with two women, one of whom is black. And there's his picture there, David Duval. Boy, what a menacing character he is, huh? David Duval sued Norvand Health in North Carolina, where he worked for 5 years as a senior vice president of marketing and communications, and was lauded by colleagues and supervisors in 2018. Well, David, the only problem is you fell into the equity woke nonsense that's sweeping the country. Universities, it's sweeping a lot of things, and you were just caught up in it. He says he was inexplicably terminated, say that 3 times fast, terminated just days before reaching his 5-year work anniversary, a milestone that awarded him a higher severance payout than what he was given. They're such pieces of crap. There are such pieces of garbage that if he had went 5 more days, he would have got a much bigger severance pay. And they waited until then to do it. These guys suck. He was replaced by 2 women. Everett, a white woman who had worked with him and was promoted to take the role of chief PR and communications officer, and Vicky Free, a black woman who was given the role of chief marketing officer. Yeah. Duval in his complaint said that while both women are qualified for the job, they were no more qualified than he was. His attorneys proposed he was fired out of the clear blue sky because he was a white man, and the move was in keeping with the hospital's 5-year plan to boost diversity by 2020. Yep, probably took a while to go through the courts why it's taking this long. These guys suck. Even in North Carolina, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Oh, gosh. Let's read on. They said he wasn't the only white executive fired in his complaint. He says the chief legal officer, medical group president, chief information officer, patient experience officer, and president of Haymarket Medical Center were all replaced by either a black person or a woman in the year and a half after him. The jury agreed with him and on Tuesday awarded him $10 million in a reverse discrimination payout. I don't like the term reverse discrimination. Like it implies that only can people that can be discriminated against if they're non-white. I don't buy the argument. It's like hate speech. It's a really ridiculous premise in saying. Duval had worked for Novak since 2013. In his complaint, he told how he regularly received rave reviews from his superiors and how his team was always rated high for their performance, too. In 2018, he was unceremoniously fired. Yeah, 5 days before he would have got a bigger severance pay payout. These guys are such scumbags. This woke ideology makes you so evil. Jesse Curriton notified plaintiff on this decision and offered no explanation for it, stating the decision had nothing to do with his performance, that he had done everything asked of him, the lawsuit reads. Novak denied the allegations and said he was fired for other reasons that were presented at the civil jury trial. And this is interesting here. Has plaintiff David proven his race Caucasian or his sex male was a motivating factor in Kovac's decision to terminate? Yes. Has Novak Health proven that it would have made the same decision to terminate David regardless of race? No. If you answered yes to question 2, do not answer the remaining question. Please have your foreperson. This is the thing that was filled out by the jurors, apparently. What amount of punitive damages will any be awarded against Novak Health? $10 million. Yeah. You guys suck. Now it'll probably be appealed, I have no doubt. But that's okay, because it's starting. The dam's got a little crack in it. And I hope these lawsuits continue. The problem is it's so damn expensive to sue. Now, I think a lot of these lawyers or law firms take it pro bono. When I say pro bono, I don't mean free. I mean on spec. That they get a third or whatever it comes out of the judgment, maybe even half. If they're doing it on spec, that's fine. As long as it costs these morons millions. And I hope this escalates and grows. In a response to the lawsuit in 2019, Novak Health said he was fired due to his deficient performance, including his inability to communicate effectively before a group and the delegation of the critical duties of his position to his subordinates. Do you have any idea what that even means in English? And the weird part was, I did some checking. This guy was actually for diversifying the board in some places in the hospital. So guess what, David? You got screwed by your own people. Novak says Everett was already doing much of Duval's job because he pawned it off to her, and it was natural for her to be promoted. What a crock of crap. It was also denied his allegation that other men were fired for being white males, but didn't go into detail about why they were replaced. The jury sided with Duval on Tuesday, awarding him a huge payout. Good. The hospital in a statement told DailyMail.com, "We are extremely disappointed with the verdict and we believe it was not supported by the evidence." Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I'm not even going to read the rest. Here's the part that part that kills them. Novak Health is one of the thousands of organizations to put in place robust diversity and inclusion programs, which we believe can coexist alongside strong non-discriminatory policies that extends to all races and genders, including white men. That's a lie. That's a lie. They want equity. When are people going to understand? Democrats, and especially now these whack job progressive Democrats, are the racists. It's important for all current and future team members to know that this verdict will not change Novak's steadfast commitment to diversity, inclusion, and equity. And they even put the word out. It's not equality, it's equity. Equity is you have 10 members on your board of directors in the hospital. in that area, 15% of people are non-white. We'll make it 20 to make it easy to figure out. That means out of the 10 on your board, 2 of them have to be non-white, and so many have to be women. Probably throw a trans in there as well. That's what equity is. It's quotas for race. The white supremacists and the Klan and all the guys that are long gone would love this. Luke Largess, Duvall's attorney, told Daily Mail that he is not opposed to diversity and inclusion, and even sat on a committee at the hospital to promote it. He says the facts of the case speak for themselves. He sat on a committee to promote this stuff. What a red pill moment is for him. The case is about the fact you cannot fire people just to create opportunities to fill positions. It is not a case against diversity and inclusion. Incredible to me. And that's pretty much the long and the short of it. And that's what happens when you let these morons run away with it. Run away with it. Now it's going to cost them, and I hope this continues, and I hope it snowballs, and I hope it bankrupts companies. I hope it closes hospitals. The only thing that's bad about this case, the hospital will hurt people that need the hospital for health care. But I hope these companies go bankrupt. Coca-Cola, all of them included. Firing people because of their race or their gender is evil. And, of course, they use the mantra, equity. These guys suck. And this is what's running this country now. This isn't about me being white and being angry. This is about the fact that progressive Democrats and the Democrat Party now are the same Jim Crow racists of the South they were right at the beginning of my life. I was born in 56 and Jim Crow was in full swing. It's gone now. That's why Republicans are the majority in the South of elected officials and not Democrats. They are the racists, the Democrats. They always have been. If you paint a turd white, it's still a turd. And that's now the Democrat Party. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.